Hi, welcome to the MOOC course for Biomedical Engineering. I am ch1.2, an associate professor in the Biomedical Engineering department at UNIST. This MOOC course is designed to introduce biomedical engineering based on the activities in our department. In this lecture, I will introduce the undergraduate curriculums of the UNIST BME. As I explained in the first lecture, biomedical engineering is a relatively new field of research, so it is not easy to define with a few words. However, you can easily catch that many disciplines in science and engineering are required to study to achieve the creative and interdisciplinary research goal here. The UNIST BME is mainly focused on these 6 areas of research in biomedical engineering: biomedical imaging, brain and cognitive engineering, rehabilitation and regenerative engineering, precision nanomedicines, genomics and bioinformatics, and digital healthcare. If you imagine the traditional disciplines in science and engineering, you can match many of them in each research area. For example, in biomedical imaging, you need to study optics and physics to understand the property of light, and electronic engineering for those signal processing. Suppose that object you want to make an image of a biological subject, such as a brain or an internal organ for disease diagnostics. In this case, you also need to know their basic physiology. In genomics and bioinformatics area that I am in, you need to know the biological information covering different scales in the nature, from molecular interactions to population genetics and ecology. To analyze large-scale genomic data, you must learn computational skills, algorithms, and statistics also. All subjects in the natural science, including physics, chemistry, biology, and mathematics statistics, are the basis of biomedical engineering research. However, we could not cover every class offered by the Department of Biological Sciences or the Department of Physics. Likewise, many disciplines in engineering, including chemical engineering, material science and engineering, mechanical engineering, computer science engineering, and electrical engineering, are all applied in biomedical engineering research, but we could not offer all classes required for each discipline, like circuit theory, mechanics, heat transfer, and data structures. Then, how can we cover all of them in one department? Because we believe that a biomedical engineer needs to be practical, we design our curriculum in a research problem-oriented way. Therefore, we first define the common skills that a biomedical engineer should have: quantitative skills to analyze data, and biomedical knowledge to understand the problem domain. For quantitative skills, we offer 3 classes required for all BME students: engineering mathematics for sophomores, covering algebra and differential equations; computational method for BME for juniors, about data programming; and biostatistics for engineers for seniors. For biomedical knowledges, we offer engineering physiologies and essential biology for sophomores. All those classes deal with real biomedical research problems, so students can learn how to use these basic knowledge in biomedical engineering research. Additionally, hands-on skill is another crucial point that we emphasized. So we offer biomedical instrumentation laboratory for juniors and a capstone project for seniors. A capstone project is a research project that the students design with the help of their supervisor, so they can experience how they can integrate multiple topics they learn through the coursework. This capstone project has become a kind of festival for our department. So we have a big celebrations with awards when students present their results at the end of the semester. Not only for these required classes, but we also offered many classes that can help students to learn about current topics related to biomedical engineering. such as biomedical instrumentations and analysis, deep learning in medicines, and introductions to digital healthcare. Professors in each research topic designed their curriculum in an application-oriented way. First, biomedical imaging area offers fundamental issues related to the field, such as optical imaging and introductions to biomedical imaging for sophomores. Then, for juniors, the topics become more specific, such as neuroimaging. Also, this field offers a project-oriented learning class, also known as a POL class, titled DIY Custom Microscope Using Your Smartphone, lectured by Professor Jung-Hoon Park. By converting your smartphone camera to a microscope to monitor the cancer cells in a dish, you can learn how we can design biomedical imaging devices used in biomedical research and diagnostics in the hospital. Other research fields are similar to biomedical imaging area that I just explained. Brain and cognitive engineering areas offer classes about cognitive neuroscience, engineering, and human behaviors. Students can learn how our brain works and how we can quantify them to understand our cognition. The brain and cognitive engineering field also offer two AI-incorporated classes, AI-based affective engineering and AI-based neural data science for seniors. By taking these classes, students can learn how to incorporate recent advances in artificial intelligence in brain and cognitive engineering research. The precision nanomedicine area offers 5 classes: physical chemistry, biophysical chemistry for sophomores, and pharmacology and pharmaceutics covers chemistry-based applications in biomedical research, such as developing new biomaterials for drug delivery and diagnostics. Transport phenomena and nanobioengineering offers how to build a small device with multiple functions, such as a lab-on-a chip. You can learn about this device in the MOOC lectures by Professor Yoon-Kyung Cho and Professor Joo-Hun Kang also. Rehabilitation and regenerations are slightly different, although they both help people with disability. Classes related to rehabilitation are based on physics and mechanics, so you can learn how to quantify your motion and make it comfortable. Biomechanics by Professor Kwan-Sup Shin will cover most of these topics in the class. Regeneration is about tissue engineering, how to make our tissues from a stem cell so that we can replace damaged tissues. Stem cell engineering, tissue engineering, and animal cell cultures cover topics related to this field, focusing on each area as the class title offers. Lastly, organ-on-a-chip is a device mimicking our body system in a small device, integrating the topics discussed earlier, such as animal cell cultures and stem cells. You can learn more about this by watching the MOOC lecture by Professor Tae-Eun Park. Genomics and bioinformatics offers various classes also, from general introductory class like genomics and genome technology to special topics like cancer genomics and proteomics. Genomics and bioinformatics also offer a project-oriented learning POL class, searching for a novel CRISPR-Cas system at Gamak Pond. Gamak Pond is a small pond in the center of UNIST campus. Students will dig some places around it and analyze the bacterial genomes to search the genome editing tool CRISPR-Cas. They will do all these experiments by hand and analyze the data to learn the core skills of genomics and genome editing. We also offer introductory classes for sophomores about each research topic. As you see in this slide, the introductory course I mentioned are Intro to Rehabilitation and Regeneration and Intro to Genomics. After joining the BME department, students can take these introductory classes to help them design their curriculums in the area that they are interested. Through this class, I will introduce the courses that the UNIST BME offers. Because we keep developing new classes to improve our curriculums, These subjects may vary continuously. However, at least now you know what you can learn if you join the UNIST BME as an undergraduate student. Thank you for watching.